You're listening to Not the Sermon with Eric and Jamie.
Hey, you want to get off your phone, man?
I'm pulling up the order of service.
The order of service? Is this a church service?
It is. It always is.
Bro, it's not. It is 100%
This is the church of what's happening now.
What's happening now?
What's going on, dude?
Dude, I got a weird email. It's not that weird.
Was it like for a matter that needed to be handled discreetly?
No, it wasn't a scam email, although we do get those. No, this one was just a friendly reminder. Yeah.
It was just a friendly reminder, just a friendly hand around the throat.
Yeah, just a friendly reminder that if you don't pay us, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny though for someone to do an email that just said, "Hey, this is an unfriendly reminder."
Unfriendly reminder.
Like you are in trouble.
Yeah, that reminds me of a Malcolm in the Middle scene where they were going through all their overdue bills, and he's like, "Yellow, yellow, yellow." The yellows are fine. Oh, the reds are the ones we need to take care of.
Yes, yeah, the red or the pink. Yeah,
yeah.
It's like trying to embarrass you because the mailman sees it's like a red or pink envelope. Yeah. That's awesome. How are you, dude?
I'm doing good. It's been a good week. I just realized that we're leaving Sunday for the trip. I had right. It was like 10:30 last night, and I was like, oh, that's this Sunday.
Yes. I mentioned it a few times to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, you did kind of just ignore it a little bit.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It just didn't register because we're going to Houston for just a training conference. I'm excited. I've never been to Texas.
Okay,
and so I'm ready to embrace the Texas lifestyle.
Yeah, well, it's flat and large, and it just keeps going. The cities, they just keep going.
Let's go.
But I do love being in a new city and stuff. Like you get to see how the cities are laid out.
Yeah.
And it's laid out pretty well, at least the part I was in.
Couple of gringos in Texas.
Dude, we're gonna tear up some Tex-Mex though.
Dude, for real. Like legitimate Tex-Mex.
Yes.
Not
the real stuff.
Yeah, the real stuff. I'm
Alex,
excited about that.
This is where Alex would speak up. Guys, Alex is not with us today. He is with us.
He didn't die.
Okay. But just today, he was unable to. He had some stuff come up at work. So
yeah. So hashtag prayers for Alex. Keep going. Anyways.
But So he would say, "Oh yeah, well you got to go here and here and here," because he's like a huge barbecue and Tex-Mex.
Oh yeah. Oh, we've got to do barbecue.
Yeah,
we've got to do barbecue too because Texas barbecue is a big.
I got a few places in mind.
Okay. Have you already been researching?
No, well, I was there before.
Oh, okay. You've been to Houston. Oh, that's right.
There was, I think, best Tex-Mex I've ever had. So we'll see. But I'll look at a few lists. I was looking at the Airbnb where we're staying. And they had a couple restaurant recommendations.
Okay, sweet. So I'm gonna preface this, but then I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay. So by the time of this podcast, my birthday will have already passed.
Yes.
So, birthday
it's coming up very soon.
Very soon. 32. 32.
I don't know about you.
I don't know about you. But
I'm feeling 32.
But my family's always like, I don't like doing stuff. Guys, I'm boring. I'm a homebody. I like to chill. And so my family's always like, what do you want to do? You want to go to, and I'm like, no, here's what I want. I want a last meal birthday party. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I want basically you guys, my family, to bring me my favorite dish from a few different restaurants. And so I'm gonna tell you my stack.
So this is as if you were on death row.
If I were on death row,
and they said, "What's your final meal before you die?" This is it.
Yes, this is it. So, it is going to be 2 pounds of burnt ends from a local barbecue restaurant called Fallon's.
Burnt ends just sounds so bad.
It's just liquid fat, baby. Liquid fat or gelatinous fat, really. So 2 pounds of burnt ends, and then a tray of dry rub honey barbecue chicken tenders from Wingstop.
Wow.
And their fries.
So specific.
Yes.
It's almost like a Starbucks order.
Yes. It's just like they have this dry rub honey stuff that's so good. And their fries, because their fries have like salt and sugar on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really good. And then a thin crust mushroom sausage spinach pizza from Marco's.
Dude, how much are you going to eat?
I'm going to eat a little bit of everything. I'm not going to gorge myself.
You going to share this or is this just yours?
I'm hoping that there's a lot of leftovers.
Okay, so you can continue to eat for a little bit. Maybe it's a whole week-long feast.
I would love it.
It's like an ancient Jewish feast festival situation.
So that's mine. I would ask you if there were like 3, maybe 4 places, like restaurants. We're not talking about like home cooked meals. So just restaurants where you had to build your last meal. What would it be?
Okay, so first of all, my favorite burger of all time is a local spot. It's the the cheese shop.
Okay.
A Sweetgrass Dairy.
Yeah.
So they have a burger that's a pimento cheese and bourbon bacon jam burger.
And before you scoff and you're like, ew, I hate pimento.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. You would love this pimento.
It's not Tupperware pimento cheese.
Yeah, it's not like the cold stuff.
Yeah, it's not the stuff your mom, brought out of the fridge in the back of the fridge in the 80s, when you had a friend over to play.
Like the red stuff all over.
Yeah, it's not that. No, it's good stuff. Honestly, dude, I wouldn't go to multiple places. I do love multiple, but the fried cheese curds to start off with, that burger, the fries.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm good.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my meal. That's my
final meal. That's
yes.
pretty simple, man.
Yes.
There's an Instagram page that I follow that they do this with celebrities.
Oh, really?
And it's funny to see there's people like me and they're like, I want Domino's this.
Yeah.
But there's a guy, he was a German guy that was in all of the Quentin Tarantino movies. He was in Django.
I've never seen.
Really?
No.
Anyways, but his was like so sophisticated. He was like, I would like roe of the Orkney fish. And I'm like, what? What are you talking
about? What is it about fancy restaurants? They can't just call stuff what it is.
Yeah.
Like they're like tomato reduction with onion powder. It's like it's ketchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, just call it ketchup.
Do you know what Hassenpfeffer is?
Hassenpfeffer?
Yeah.
No.
It's a fancy word for a rabbit. And then there's like veal, which is like it's like calf.
Oh yeah, and I've had veal. Veal's good.
Dude, I had veal in Switzerland.
They mistreat those things, man.
Oh, probably. They mistreat them so good.
It tastes like disappointment.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Someone else's.
When we were in Switzerland, the best meal we had. The problem with European countries that are expensive is it doesn't matter if it's a hole in the wall or a fancy restaurant. It's still going to be $300.
Oh, yeah, it's insane.
It's just like, and so I go in. It's our last night, and I'm like, what does the chef recommend? It was one of those. We walked in there looking like dried up hippies because we just didn't know.
Yeah.
It was fancy. They like took our nasty coats off and stuff and like hung them up. And we were like, dude, let's just go for it. What does the chef recommend?
Oh,
and he had this veal dish, and then we had like a homemade.
He was so happy, man.
Toblerone. Oh, dude, he was coming out. It was one of those meals. He was coming out and bringing them. It was just, they were so friendly.
Yeah.
Man, it was such a good. It was veal though. It was awesome.
Favorite meal I've ever had. We were in Greece celebrating our 25th anniversary. I booked this
on the day of your daughter's wedding.
This Michelin-rated restaurant.
Yeah.
That like the Parthenon, the Acropolis is like overlooking
that the gods eat at.
Yes. Zeus recommended it, and it was a tasting menu. So it's kind of like a multi-course meal. I think it was like 10 courses.
So they walk around with little bowls of stuff, and all of the guests just stick their tongues
It's little
in it.
tiny.
They're just like,
little. No, we don't share with others.
All the guests just.
It's just tiny little plates of stuff, and I got the regular one. Tiffany got the one without meat.
Yeah,
and so we were able to eat each other's food and stuff like that. Taste, bro. I had always heard of being food drunk.
Oh yeah.
I've heard that term before. I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
Bro, we were woozy.
Yes.
We were walking back to our hotel, and I'm just like stumbling around, and I'm just like, my head's swirling.
Oh, yes.
And it wasn't like a sick feeling.
Yeah.
It was just like
it's just the endorphins.
Like a tipsy.
Yeah, it was the
crazy.
endorphins. That's exactly what we had at that restaurant. We ate so much food. They made a homemade Toblerone dish. It was like a dessert. And we were, at that point, we were beyond stuff because we had an appetite. We just did the whole spread.
Yeah.
And they were like, and the chef comes out. He's like, I make a really good this. And we're like, Send it on, dude. And the bill ended up being like, God, dude, it was like $250 or something like that. But you don't have to tip, right? But anyways,
that would add a lot to that.
Yeah. And just so everybody knows, like that was not a normal occurrence in the Robertson household at all.
Yeah. No, we don't spend a lot of money.
That was
food.
By far twice as expensive as any meal we've ever eaten.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, so yeah, we were the same way that we had to walk back to work because you just walk everywhere.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh
yeah. So I think the fullest I've ever, and I shouldn't tell the story on myself, but I'm about to. The fullest I've ever been. It was actually
on a Baconator.
No, I've never had a Baconator.
What?
Can you believe that?
Come on,
I've never had one. So it was our first anniversary.
Yeah.
And I was working in radio software, media software. Mm-hmm. So I knew a bunch of radio stations.
Yeah.
And so I told them, hey, I'm coming to your area. And they were like, we're going to hook you up with a bunch of gift certificates. So we had big gift certificates.
Yeah.
So we were young and poor. And we get to eat out, because we never did. And I ate so much. Mm-hmm. By the time we finished dessert, I'm just kind of standing there with a weird look I'm sitting there with a weird look on my face. And Tiffany's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I feel like if I move, the food like comes back out.
Yeah. That's terrible.
I just like, I felt like I'd packed it all the way up to my esophagus. And I was just like, I just need to stand. I just need to sit here.
Oh yeah. I had to sit upright for 2 hours before it felt comfortable laying down.
And that was before middle-aged acid reflux had kicked in.
So last question really quickly. What's your favorite just cheap meal that people like just ridicule you for, like a restaurant you eat at? I'll tell you mine. Mine is the local McDonald's.
Okay. Yeah.
I still patron the local McDonald's despite all of the riots and like the third world country that's developing in the bathroom.
YouTube fights.
And the YouTube fight. I've been featured on World Star fights at least 3 times just in the background there, but I will still sit down for a double cheeseburger combo.
Yeah, I'm cool. It's fast food, all fast food. I love fast food. And it's bad for me. I will say the Arby's Euro.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the Euro there?
Yeah.
Dude, it's good.
Yeah, that's my cheap meal is the double roast beef with add Swiss.
Yeah, no, that one's good. So Arby's, Burger King has the duo or the trio.
Yeah.
Where you can get 2 or 3 things. It's like $5 or $6. It's stupid cheap. So yeah, those things, I'm a sucker for that.
So Sermonauts, are you hungry or sick? Let us know. notthesermon@gmail.com. And it's time for a little bit of Houston.
Houston, we have a question.
Houston, we have a question, which is we get questions from our listeners that we call Sermonauts.
We got like a backlog right now.
We do have a backlog, and so if you
keep them coming,
keep them coming. We even thought about, and if we get enough, and this was one of our most listened to series in season 1.
Sermonati
was the Sermonati series.
I think it was season 2.
Was it season 2? Yeah. So we had Sermonati and Sermonatier.
Right. We need a
Sermonatiist, and then Esther, and all these different things.
Esther?
Yeah.
Like the biblical book?
Naughty Esther. Yeah, like the biblical book.
Or mostest?
So we can keep going with these with all the grammatically incorrect phrases.
Yes.
But basically, their whole episode's dedicated to your questions. And so we have a backlog. We plan on answering them in the coming weeks. But if you want to send us some more questions about faith, life, culture, relationships, theology, whatever it is, when you want it answered on the podcast, we give those opportunities every single week. And so this week, we have one of our sermonauts named Sydney.
Hi, Sydney.
Hi, Sydney. How are you?
How art thou?
How art thou, Sydney? She says, my husband and I enjoy watching How It's Made.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that?
Absolutely.
Me and my wife love that show.
It's one of those things, if I see How It's Made, I'm like, I'm not going to watch that. But then once it's on, I'm hooked.
It was Google before Google.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you got to, like, I wonder how they make this. And you watch a whole 15-minute segment. So it said,
real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
I preached a sermon. This is before you. I preached a sermon called How It's Made Christian Edition. Mm-hmm. And I talked about how Christians are made. I just remembered that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Sweet, that was great. It says, so me and my husband watched How It's Made and came across this interesting tidbit. I've included 2 links in case one doesn't. So anyways, it's a How It's Made Piñata edition.
Okay.
And she wants us to watch this clip and talk about how piñatas are made. And I think there's some interesting information on the piñata's origin.
All right, here we go.
Historians believe Spanish missionaries used star piñatas like this one to convert the native peoples in the Americas to Christianity. The star symbolized Satan. Its 7 points, the 7 deadly sins. Its beautiful colors, temptation. Wearing a blindfold represented blind faith in God. Striking the piñata with a stick meant goodness and virtue battling evil.
Okay.
Breaking the piñata, releasing a shower of treats or trinkets, symbolized heavenly rewards.
And gouging out its eyes symbolized fighting lust demons.
Look. This is a little disheartening, okay? Because like piñatas are happy, and now I'm finding out they're just imagining beating me up. And you wonder why I do the things that I do.
That's great. So I did not know that.
I did not know that either. I had no. I mean, obviously, I knew it was like a Mexican Spanish tradition.
Yeah.
But I had no idea. I just thought someone was like, "Hey, how can we keep the kids busy?"
Yeah. We don't want to just give them candy. We need them to earn it.
which we could learn a little bit from that.
Right. But it was interesting. So the one that she was making on the video that you guys could not see, Sermonauts, it was a star, but it had 7 points. Now, to me, 7 is like a holy number. Like all throughout Revelation, 7 is perfection. It's the number.
7 deadly sins.
But 7 deadly sins, right? The piñata represented.
Hold on, I'm beating up lust right now. Hold on, let me take a stab at greed. Oh, take this, gluttony.
And then the blindfold was blind faith, which I do have a problem with that. I think our faith is not a blind.
So you
faith.
can see God. You can see him with your eyes
through his people.
You can see no. You can see him with your eyes, Jamie.
No, of course not.
Exactly.
No man has seen the Lord and lived.
Blindfolded.
Well, that's not blind.
Blindfolded.
Stop it.
So they haven't seen the Lord and lived. But what about the 12 disciples? Let's go.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Jesus in the flesh. But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I don't like referring to our faith as blind faith. It is faith, but it's not blind. I mean, there's all sorts of evidences. I mean, a man raised from the dead. I mean, my goodness.
Creation itself testifies to the glory of God. But no, I get it. I like it though. I mean, you're talking. These are for kids, and they're trying to tell them like, look, like there's an unseen battle you're fighting.
Sure.
And when you win, you get candy.
Yes, and when you win, you get a bit of honey.
Yeah, you get
gross. You don't like bit of honey?
No.
Me neither. No one likes that.
Basically, all those cheap candies that people. I know you cop out on Halloween. You people, you buy that cheap bag of Smarties,
dude. You know one of my favorite candies.
What
is the strawberry candy that's got the liquid inside?
Dude, ew.
What?
Ew.
It's just a liquidy treat at the center.
I'd rather eat Hall's cough drops.
What?
Yes, those are better than those.
That tastes like the flu.
So, what did those taste like? Those taste like COVID-19.
COVID-19.
So let me posit this here. So this is an interesting. I'd never known this, right? I did not know that piñatas were created by Spanish missionaries. So, but that led me down a rabbit hole of other things that were created by the church that everybody enjoys.
Okay.
And you may have heard this one before. First off, the pretzel.
Okay.
So the pretzel, you understand, it's like this twisted piece of bread. It was originally made with very minimal ingredients, and it was, some say it was a good Lenten treat.
Some are saying
that it was a good treat for Lent because it didn't contain sugar in the original recipe.
Okay.
But most research or history shows that it was there was some monk that made it for kids, and it represented praying hands. So they would pray with their arms crossed, and so you have the crossed pretzel.
Didn't it also kind of create 3 parts within one? Could it be a Trinitarian?
So instead of clovers, we're going to be using pretzels. I like that. What's that place in the mall called? Is it the pretzel place?
Annie Ann's?
Annie. Is it
like
Annie Ann's or is it Auntie Ann's?
Auntie Ann's?
But anyways, so pretzels, another one. Take this. How about hospitals?
Yes. Thank you, Christians, for hospitals.
So hospitals were obviously they didn't create medical care, but they institutionalized it. They built it up. They scaled it.
Yeah.
Universities. So some of the places like Harvard, Princeton, Cambridge.
They all started
these
as seminaries.
Did you know? What was it? Oxford existed the same time as the Mayan Empire.
That's crazy. And it's not because Oxford's that's old. It's because the Mayan Empire lasted longer than we realized.
And it's not that old. Yeah. So
who's the artist? There's some artist, famous artist that wasn't Andy Warhol but Picasso. Mm-hmm. We think of Picasso as like being like really in the
and
in
didn't
the
he
past.
Like die in the 60s?
Yeah, 50s and 60s.
Yeah. And then this might offend a couple of our listeners here.
Oh, sweet.
The monks are responsible for scaling the production of beer.
Okay.
So they did not invent beer. Obviously, beer's been around a while because think back then, not every water source was safe to drink. And so you had to think fermented drinks were generally safe because of the fermentation process. But monks were responsible for scaling its production to produce income for their monasteries.
Well, our Reformed brothers that might listen are going to be happy.
Yeah. So
isn't that a requirement?
They produced a little bit of salvation and stout, a fine stout.
Don't you have to enjoy IPAs in order to be a Calvinist?
I don't know, man. I think the people that enjoy IPAs are like in their 50s now.
Yeah, people that have had their taste buds burned off.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on what you like. If you like a little fruity beer.
I got fruity beer.
Got a little hints of oregano in them or whatever it is.
It's got a strawberry note.
Yeah, and you taste it like, this tastes like butt strawberry. This is terrible. They had large scale production of beer. So they invented sort of like the process where you make a lot of it at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting. People, obviously in the evangelical United States, or like where they're kind of shaped by prohibition
Right.
and stuff
Yes,
like that
yes.
don't realize that the church was responsible for at least making it widely available. So there's a lot of things that the church created, though, that we don't really think about.
Yeah.
And I know universities and hospitals are kind of a cop-out, but it's true.
Yeah.
Before that, there was no widespread health care.
Yeah.
And there was no widespread available education.
Yeah, and even things like orphanages, all these they all have Christian roots. But here's the thing: the cool thing about the piñata is it was actively used to evangelize.
Yes.
I don't know that the same could be said about beer.
I beg to differ. You remember that phase like in the mid 2000s where like pastors were like, "Hey, our church meets in a bar on Sunday mornings,"
yeah.
and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, wow, that's cool."
Oh, they just had a big prayer meeting at a bar.
Yeah, they
somewhere.
did. That was
Yeah.
funny. I
Nearby.
saw that was funny. So, well, thank you so much, Sydney, for sending
Yes.
that to us. And I think it's cool that the people don't realize that sort of like that Western Christianity
Yeah.
is responsible for so much of the institutions that we enjoy, including fine things like piñatas.
Piñatas and pin the tail on the donkey. That was an original.
Oh, they did that.
No, definitely not.
Okay, great.
So you have a tick that happens whenever we're doing that transition music. I don't know if you know this or not.
If it's a tick, I don't.
You cannot leave the fader alone. You either slightly bump it up or slightly bump it down, no matter what's happening. And the amount that you bump it doesn't make a difference.
Okay, so, and this is why people don't like
Now,
you.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it.
I just got done telling you how much I love sound mixing.
Yeah, no,
and,
that's true.
And you see, here's the thing: you see, but you do not observe.
Okay. No, tell me about how you know more about me than me.
I do, because you seem to think you know more about me.
Oh,
Maybe I know it doesn't do anything differently.
sound mixing. It stresses me out.
Really?
No, it's a skill that I've acquired over the years, but it stresses me out.
I like it because a good sound mixer should not leave the board alone.
Okay.
We talked about this
No,
live
you're right.
mixing.
Active mixing. Yeah.
And so for me, who doesn't like to leave anything alone,
Yes.
it's
That's true.
I'm either picking my pimples,
Yes.
but if I have a soundboard in front of me, I come alive.
Yeah,
Jamie.
you do not know when to stop. That's for sure.
Say that again. Wow, you're really hot right now. Let me turn you on.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah, you don't have
takes
to.
skill, dude.
Hey, you don't have to do. What was
I don't know. It just
Oh my gosh. Why do the fact that somehow you ended up with the board for this podcast?
mine.
It's crazy.
Mine. All right. It's time for a little bit of how great is our pod. Sing with us. How great is our pod. And all will see how great is our pod. How Great Is Our Pod is a segment where Jamie spoofs, he spaffs, he spiffs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always feel like I'm
But
going
I
to
refuse to spuff.
I always feel like I'm going to accidentally say a cuss word when I'm riffing
know,
like
right?
that. So
Yes.
so Jamie, you got a song for us. Tell us about
I
it.
do. I thought it was time to write an original, you guys.
Yeah.
So this is an original, not the sermon song.
Copyright.
Here's where I don't care. Here's where it came from.
Okay.
I was listening to the Brandon Lake Elevation song. It goes, I call you healer, risen, dun, 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 dun. And he says in the chorus, something comes out of the grave.
Something.
What comes out of the grave, Brandon?
Something does.
Like my childhood pet.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe
Wow. Hey, Spunky.
my child's socks that went missing.
Yeah.
10 years
Your
ago.
Socks.
It's
Yes.
so generic. Something comes out of the grave. Like I know what he's trying to say, like the Lord brings dead things to life, but just saying randomly something comes out of the grave when I call your name.
Seems pretty ambiguous.
That's an odd line, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It's an odd line. So then I started thinking about generic lines, and then you're gonna love this.
I love it.
I started thinking about generic prophecies.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I see you young lady who's crying profusely in front of me. The Lord is moving on you.
Yes.
He is doing something in you.
It's something new.
Something new. You were in a bad place.
Yes.
But God is moving you into
Wait, let me guess. A good place?
Whoa!
Whoa. So, guys, look, we love prophecy. We value prophecy.
I love it.
It's important for the church to do prophecy correctly.
Very importante.
But it's also important to laugh.
It
The
is.
joy
Come
of the
on.
Lord is our strength.
What we've
And
learned is we need a little humility.
Yeah, and a little humor.
A little humor.
A little humority.
Yeah.
No.
Great word.
And so this song, the idea was that let's write a song where someone's giving a very generic prophecy.
Yeah.
Because honestly, today's culture, you might get in trouble if you get it wrong. So let's just keep it easy,
They are holding the files.
They are. They're holding the files. So this song is called "The Spirit is Speaking." Probably.
Probably.
All right. Did you hear that, dude? That was crazy.
Yeah.
The strings on my guitar hit the
A
table.
little bit of August Rush.
I was about to say that was like a White Stripes solo right there. It's weird. All right, starting over. Here we go. I sense a wave. I feel a breeze. Could be the Lord or allergies.
Oh, Gazoon
The
type.
Spirit's blowing or the AC. Either way, I think it's time for me to speak. Something is shifting, possibly. Burdens are lifting, maybe. And I'm thinking something's changing eventually. The Spirit is speaking, probably. There is a stirring in this room. Stirring. An arm is rising. Well, I assume I can't describe just what it's like. But the silence is annoying. Please, Pastor, pass me the mic. Something is shifting, possibly. Burdens are lifting, well, maybe. And I'm thinking something's changing eventually. The Spirit is speaking, probably. Oh yeah. Oh, something is happening to someone in some way. It's gonna be such a big deal someday. Something is happening to someone in some way. It's gonna be such a big deal someday. Whoa, 'cause something is shifting, possibly, and burdens are lifting, well, maybe. And I'm thinking something's changing eventually. The Spirit is speaking. The Spirit is speaking. Oh, the Spirit is speaking. Probably. I'm pretty sure. But if I get it wrong, don't tell Mike Winger. 'Cause he'll make a video out of me.
They'll make a 4-hour video out of you, dude.
Dude, you deserve a 6-hour video.
And I'll send him the footage. Dude,
What'd you think? Is that, yeah?
I'll tell you what, Jamie.
Okay.
It made me feel something.
Something? Just something hanging out just in there somewhere.
Just something. I felt
Perhaps.
I felt a certain way.
Allegedly?
Allegedly, but afterwards, I think I may have felt different.
So it was leading you somewhere.
Yeah, you were definitely leading me. That's for sure. Jamie, have you ever caught a narwhal using a granola bar?
Probably.
Up next on Mysteries Explained.
Possibly.
We are moving into our next segment called Me. Shady Theology. Shady Theology.
That was so low. That was weird.
I know. I started low on that.
Shady Theology.
Yeah. It's a segment where we talk about things that are just a little bit shady, doctrines, theology, things that people believe. Are you okay, sir?
I was just making fun of some of the noises you made then.
Okay. All right. Did I?
Yeah,
a listener, bit. You
just
chime
a little
in.
bit.
You chime in
just
and
a
tell
little
me.
bit.
And this Shady Theology actually comes from a listener, and Barb has sent us this question, and she says, have you ever spoke about the beliefs of speaking things into existence? So this is the idea of like positive confession.
Yeah.
Right? The idea that if I say something, it manifests. And if I say something, and that's positive or negative, right? You can't say anything bad either. She says, it's a pet peeve of mine and angers me. She sees posts shared on Facebook and by so many charismatic believers that she knows and respects, and she tries to distance herself, she says, from the charismania because there's something about this idea of positive confession or manifesting your words that makes her uncomfortable. And so she wants to know what our thoughts are on the issue. She says, I agree our words are powerful and we need to be careful what we speak, as they say, garbage in, garbage out. However, do our words actually create or manifest our realities?
Right. Yeah. Words create worlds. You ever heard that before?
Yeah. I've heard them all.
Yeah. So I think where this comes from is, let's see if I can find.
It's word of faith, right? And it's also New Age. It's New Age mixed with, because you have positive, like manifesting your destiny, which is New Age, right? And then you have word of faith, which is all about like the power of life and death lies on the tongue, brother.
Right.
If you say so, you're sick. Oh, if you say so.
So it comes from, I got to find an older translation to get the actual word, the way that it's said, but Romans 4:17, it says, in the presence of him who believe, God who gives life to the dead and calls those things
that are not.
Which be not as though they were.
Whoa.
And so God calls things, New King James says, that do not exist as though they did.
I'm seeing a grande matcha latte in my future, Brother Jamie. I'm calling things that are not as though they are. I don't drive a beat-up truck. I drive a Cadillac car.
Are you going to declare that or decree it?
I declare and decree, my friend.
Both
That's the only. That's what people forget. People will declare, but they forget the decree.
Well, what's the? Do you know
they
the
wonder
difference?
why they live in sickness, Jamie. They wonder why they live in sickness.
They
brothers.
forgot to decree. They just
forgot
declared.
to decree. And I'm telling you, a lot of people are living under the curse instead of the blessing.
Yeah.
Right? If you're living under the curse, you say things like, I'm sick, I'm broke, I'm poor. That's curse. That's curse language. But if you live under the blessing, you got to talk like you live under the blessing. Okay.
Are you going to do a bit the whole time, the whole Shady Theology?
This ain't a bit, brother. Living under the blessing ain't a bit.
Talk about committing to the bit. That's what Eric is doing right now. Well, let's talk about this. Okay, so Shady Theology. So the reason we do Shady Theology is because some of these ideas, there's an element of truth.
Sure.
Right. And then there is an element of, something that's unbiblical or goes far beyond what the Bible says. So let's talk a little bit about positive confession. First of all, what's wrong with it? Okay. What's wrong with the idea of positive confession? The idea is that your words alone can change your circumstances, that you can speak things into existence, that you can name it and claim it or blab it and grab it.
Amen.
That's. So we just read in Romans where it said God called things that be not as though they were.
Yes.
But you'll notice there wasn't an instruction for us to do that.
No, that's what God does.
That was a description of who he is. And that's how he created the universe, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how he spoke it into existence. He said, let there be light, and there was light. The problem with this is is that the idea is that you can, speak positive confession and it's going to change like you were just joking about changing your car into a Cadillac or something.
Yeah.
And that's obviously crazy, right? I mean, that's not true.
For you.
And the problem is that this puts people under bondage because they think it's up to them to somehow say the right words. And the reason why things aren't going the way they want them to in their life is they didn't declare or decree the right thing. And I remember, dude, I grew up in this.
Yeah.
I remember like being afraid. Like one of my friends would be like, "Oh, dude, that's sick." I wouldn't say that.
Whoa, brother, if you say so.
Right. Because I felt like I'd become sick.
You're manifesting some sickness.
Right. Right. So not only in the positive would your words have power, but in the negative, your words would have power.
Yeah.
And would cause, some sort of terrible thing to happen in your life.
Yes.
Here's the other problem with this. Faith does not deny reality.
Yeah.
Like faith is not saying, like, so if you have a headache, faith is not saying, I don't have a headache. I don't have a headache.
I laugh because I was that way once and we're surrounded by people who are like that.
That's Christian Science.
Yeah.
Christian
Which
Science.
is a cult, by the way.
It's a cult. It's not Christianity. And it denies reality.
Yeah.
And so that's not Christianity. That's not what we believe. That's not what we're instructed to do, is deny what's realized. Don't look when you're praying, don't lie.
Yeah.
Don't say that what's happening is not, that's not happening.
Lord, I am blessed and highly favored. I am above only and not beneath, the head and not the tail, the blessing and not the curse.
Well, now let me say something. Saying something like that, I'm fine with that.
Oh, me too, brother.
Because what you're doing is you're quoting scripture. We'll talk about that in a second. It's an overcorrection to a problem, right? Now, on the other side, right, we're talking about the messy middle, we're identifying two sides. The other side is to act like your words don't matter.
Yeah.
Right? And Barb said that in her email.
Sure.
She said, I believe your words matter. They absolutely do. Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue.
Yeah.
And those who love to talk will reap the consequences. That's what NLT says. New King James says, those who love it will eat its fruit.
I see you, word of faith. I see this coming out. I see you.
So, well, I memorized it in New King James, but the New Living makes so much more sense.
Jamie Hagan.
Kenneth Nunley.
Kenneth Nunley.
So anyway, so here's what Scripture teaches. Words do matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it
absolutely.
is important. Jesus said, by your words, you'll be justified or condemned.
Yeah.
Now, it's not talking about your faith commands around your car.
Yeah.
It's talking about your confession of Christ.
And let's be honest, what you believe about yourself and about the world motivates you to live life a certain way.
Yes.
It doesn't just create the blessing. It creates in you the kind of person that builds that. Right. I don't want to say reality but you do. If you're a positive person, you're going to have an outlook that's going to enable you more opportunity.
There is so much research out there about like overcoming a sickness, like when someone's diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
Them having a positive attitude, surrounding themselves with positive people, positive thoughts, that is so important. It's almost as important as the actual medicine they take. Yeah. It's crazy. Like these are peer-reviewed scientific papers that show this. And so it is good to be positive. It is good. Look, when you say something, you're the first person that hears it.
Yeah.
Right. So it is important to say positive stuff, not tear yourself down, not insult yourself. Right. So I'm not saying that's not important.
Sure.
But here's where we take it too far. And here's the biblical thing is that your words reveal your heart. Mm-hmm. So what you say is who you really are.
Yeah.
When you're speaking inauthentically, if inside you're a mess and you're just saying, well, bless God, I'm highly favored today. Let's go. I understand there's nothing wrong with saying something positive, but admit where you are. Mm-hmm. Like, stop lying. Jesus said a good person produces good things out of the treasury of a good heart.
Yeah.
And an evil person produces evil things from the treasury or storehouse of an evil heart. And then he says this is Luke 6:45. What you say flows from what's in your heart. Mm-hmm. So okay, Christians don't speak things into existence. We speak things that are already in existence.
Yes.
That's what we're called to do.
You're coming into alignment with reality,
Yes.
not manifesting reality.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And we've talked, and I've shared about this at the church. There's a difference between facts and truth. Like the fact is that, you may sin, but the truth is you're a saint.
Yeah.
Right? The fact may be that you are sick. You have the flu, or you have COVID, or you've gotten a diagnosis. And that's a fact, and there's no need to deny the facts. But the truth is that in Christ, you're healed, and everything that you need is provided for by him. Will you see it immediately? Possibly, hopefully. I pray that you do. But at the very least, you'll see it.
Yeah.
Right, when you go be with him forever.
It's like it's this over-realized understanding of the kingdom, right? Like it's people who don't want to live in the tension. They live fighting reality, thinking that what they say is going to make it happen, when we still live in this place of like what they call the already and the not yet. Like we have the deposit through the Holy Spirit of the kingdom.
Yes.
But we don't have the full inheritance yet. That doesn't come until after death. And so, but you have a group of people, mainly, unfortunately charismatics, word of faith people, who believe that they can somehow manifest reality instead of coming into alignment with biblical reality. So when Jesus talks about prayer, whatever you pray in my name, you'll receive.
Right.
He precedes that with it being in alignment with the will of God.
Yes.
If you pray according to the will of God, you will receive what you ask for.
That's
Why?
right.
Because it was already in the works.
You aren't twisting God's arm because you prayed the right way.
He's like, oh, that one's super positive. Let me give them a Cadillac car.
I wasn't going to give him a Cadillac, but he prayed such a faithful prayer. I guess I'm going to now.
Yeah.
That's just not what we're talking about. I have this written down. Your words build worlds because they expose what you think, not because words are magic.
Yeah.
Like your words aren't like magic little things that are out there creating reality. The Bible does not teach that.
You're not God.
Yeah, you're not. But your words reveal your heart. Now, if you need to change your heart, change your words. I'm cool with that. Mm-hmm. I'm fine with that concept.
If you need to change your heart, change your underwear.
Well, but but the biggest way to change your heart is not to change your words, it's to change your input.
Yeah.
Your heart is the sum total of your intake.
Yeah.
And so not your output, which is your words.
Yeah.
So I think we've got it wrong. Like, well, my heart's wrong, so I need to confess my way into something. That's not what Scripture teaches.
Yeah.
Your heart's wrong, so you need to change. You need to change your intake.
Yeah.
The Word, worship, the presence of the Holy Spirit, Christian accountability and community. All of these things will change your inside, and then your words will change.
I will also say, though, your confession is important.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're not saying it's not, but like,
that's how we're saved.
There's definitely been areas of my life that I've struggled with, just especially internal dialogues and mentality.
Yeah.
Where what I have to do is I have to train myself to, when I think that thought, I say the truth, right? Like I replace, my internal dialogue with something true about the situation.
Yes.
Or, when I'm feeling like, oh, I don't have this or I have this. I'm like, oh, no. I'm thankful for this and I'm thankful for that. And I think there is an aspect of your confession that can change your internal outlook, but it's not the sole thing. You can't just be consuming, negative input.
Absolutely.
And fix it with positive output.
Absolutely. That's it. Yeah. I just don't want people to think your words, I don't want them to think your words are magic.
Yeah.
Right? Your words are powerful.
Yeah.
And it's important to be aware of what you're saying, not because you've got magic words that change everything. Like I command the color of the wall to change to white.
Well, brother,
right?
you didn't have enough faith there, brother.
I know. What's wrong with me? It's not that. It's that your words are such a good immediate way to tell where your heart is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And that's what Jesus teaches us. That's what Scripture actually says. And when you begin to put the pressure on people to always say the right thing, or you're not going to get what you want.
Yeah, that's crazy,
dude. I mean, so many
it's
people
like emotional torture.
It is, and I've seen people who are miserable. I've seen people who won't say anything because they're afraid they're going to say the wrong thing.
Yeah,
and that's not the freedom Christ gave us.
Well, if you're struggling with this, we have a new product for sale on the website.
Oh, here we go.
Declare and Decream. Yeah.
Woo.
Come on, brothers and sisters. Are you struggling in life? Are you poor, broke, and living under the curse?
Sometimes.
Well, let me tell you, brothers and sisters, we got just the product for you. It's our new, not the sermon, Declare and Decream. Do you drive an old broke down truck? Well, rub a little Declare and Decream on it, turn it into a Cadillac. Are you sick and depressed? Just put a little bit in your belly button and be rich and successful. Again, Declare and Decream coming to a Walgreens near you.
Wow.
You like that?
That was really good. Yeah, I thought you were going to go, if you give a seed faith offering.
Well, we didn't get to that part, so. No,
oh, no.
What they don't tell you about Declare and Decream, it is not for sale in California.
Oh, it's probably because it's got like cancer-causing chemicals.
Yes, it causes squamous cell carcinoma.
Yeah, and it has red dye number 5.
Yes,
Yeah.
my favorite red dye.
Yeah, I think we should also do some sort of like faith salvation.
Salvation. I like it. I like it. We can also start selling little pieces of fabric with our armpit hair woven into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people can put it on their job applications
and
stuff.
some sort of anointment.
Anointment oil.
Yes.
Yeah, like who wants anointing oil?
Yeah.
I don't want a ting.
We want an ointment.
Yeah.
This anointment.
An ointment.
Yes.
Ha! Yes, I just got it. Nice. All these products are not real, hopefully. You gotta really say that.
Dude, someone's gonna come up with it and sell it.
I know. Well, you know what? They can do that. Well, this has been a fun episode, man.
They can do that. Okay.
Yeah, they can go for it.
They
They'll
can.
probably be for sale on TBN.
Yeah. For sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, Kid Rock's going to be selling it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's a joke in that somewhere. Kid The Rock. So yeah, this is awesome episode. Thank you guys so much for listening to Not the Sermon.
Thanks for listening. This podcast is a production of Victory Fellowship Church in Thomasville, Georgia. Eric and Jamie can be reached at emailing notthesermon@gmail.com.
Father to the fatherless, defender of the little kids, gracious and compassionate.